You know it's bad when our neighbor to the north, who's known as the land of nice people, Canada, is straight up shit-talking you on the world stage. That's right, the Foreign Policy Minister of Canada, Chrystia Freeland, took to the floor of their parliament to lay down the gauntlet on Trump's America First isolationism and ignorance, especially due to his recent rejection of the Paris Climate Pact that would help stem the tide of global climate change. Describing Canada as a, quote, essential country at this time in the life of our planet, she called upon her home country to step up in its leadership role around the world in response to Trump's failed policies. Then she made what some would call a historic statement, denouncing the recent actions of the American government. Here she is in her own words. Listen in.
The fact that our friend and ally has come to question the very worth of its mantle of global leadership puts into sharper focus the need for the rest of us to set our own clear and sovereign course. For Canada, that course must be the renewal, indeed the strengthening, of the post-war multilateral order. We will follow this path with open hands and open hearts extended to our American friends, seeking to make common cause as we have so often in the past.
Canada's foreign minister pretty much saying that America can't be counted on to lead the free world anymore. She went on to praise the U.S. for its role in the past, but says voters in this last election have cast doubt on America's ability to lead due to the maniacal man-child that some voters decided to put in the White House. Freeland went on to say that there's, quote, deep disappointment with Trump's policies on trade and climate specifically. The Canadian Defense Minister, Harjit Sajjan, is expected to release some details on what they plan to do next, but that the major change was that Canada is starting to realize they can't count on the United States to provide them protection anymore. Freeland summed up the problem by saying this, quote, to rely solely on the U.S. security umbrella would make us a client state, and although we have an incredibly good relationship with our American friends and neighbors, such a dependence would not be in Canada's interest. What she's really saying is that Trump cannot be trusted, and because some Americans thought it'd be a good idea to have a traitor-in-chief who couldn't respect our global allies if our country's future depended on it, which it does, so Canada's all like, well, I guess it's time to step it up and take up the slack for America's failure to lead the free world in the era of Trump. I'm Ryan Clayton, this is Content News. Come back daily for the news where we're free to share the truth.